A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Well, fellas, here we go. Lock, lock, lock.
Garoppolo now. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 21. Here we go. 49.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. Now the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
21.
Garoppolo again. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Here we go.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
On first down, here's Breida. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
That's it, baby. We go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Right there.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run on 1st down. Turner. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
The 16-yard line.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Check.
On second down now. It's Turner. Got some room at the 30. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Where they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play.
Watch the safety cream. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Slam.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Go ahead.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Matt Milano. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Garoppolo gives to Breida. He'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go, Heavy.
Hey, gun.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
12, fellas, here we go.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
D, get off the field.
21.
Like 50.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Six.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Six.
Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And some room to roam now. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Breida. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Jerry Hughes able to record his 5th sack of the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break...
And now look at him go. The 40. He's at the 30. The 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. DeLance Turner, an 80-yard touchdown, and the Bills have taken the lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Man open, it's Goodwin. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
2.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Caught by Cobb. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout, Goodwin. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 15-yard line.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. 65.
Hey, gun.
65.
I got you.
58 to Mike. Here we go. 58, boys, 58 to Mike. Bandit. 58.
To throw is Garoppolo. And this is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try to run with Breida. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go.
They'll come out in the pistol.
11.
2nd down and goal. Garoppolo, that's complete, right around the 8. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our route. 36. Alert. He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Rush in. Rush in. Rush go.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. Right there.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
At the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Six guys. Check 6 guys. Kill. Shift. Check 24. Check 24. Check 50. Check 50. Hey, check 56.
Now a give, right side. Turner. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Mark 54. Watch the pass. Here we go. Deuce. Alert. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Turner, and he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them.
And that's caught inside the 30. Give them 32 on the play. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question?
Here we go.
What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big gain.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. They'll try with McKinnon. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
That almost felt like the defense said, he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is third and goal. Now Garoppolo. This is caught. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. All 9 points for him coming via the field goal, and this last one puts him out in front.
All the field goals are great, but you know I'm going to get pessimistic here, right? Because you've got to score touchdowns to win games in the NFL. I just wonder if all these field goals, great now, I wonder if they'll come back and haunt them later on.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a second and 5.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Check safety, check safety.
Hey, home.
Right there. 54 Mike. I can't believe they let you play.
Middle.
Can't believe they even let you play.
Go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but just show them a lot of different looks. And they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Jerry Hughes in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4.
Here we go.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. There's Garoppolo to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Matt Milano picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
That'll be a 47-yard punt officially, 5 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
First down, Buffalo.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Allen's throw is complete.
Right there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From midfield, here's Allen. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
56. Mike, 56.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a 1-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, listen, it's a team game. We know that. But where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense, they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Taking a shot for Samuel. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Allen. Got an open man. It's Foster. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. They're giving those short little routes. Tackled him in bounds, too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you've got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
Check right 54. Right 54. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Under 10. Under 10. 10. And go.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And that's complete to Croft. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown, but it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Check 43.
Check. Lucky.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
To throw again. Allen. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Open man here is Foster. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. Now Allen. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
That's a run. They're running it.
Back to throw. Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. All right, But they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Darius Slay with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made one more play, could have had our shutout.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run again with Breida. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
The win moves them